August 20th, 1947, Nuremberg, Germany. After more than 8 months on trial, 23 defendants, most of them doctors, accused of evil Nazi medical experiments and involvement in deadly euthanasia programs, hear their sentences read. While some of them are acquitted or sent to prison, 7 of them receive death sentences. One of them is a German medical doctor named Karl Brandt. Karl Brandt was born on the 8th of January, 1904. While his father was a Prussian army officer, Karl became a medical doctor and surgeon specializing in head and spinal injuries. A fanatic Nazi, he joined the Nazi Party, SA and SS, between 1932 and 1934. In 1934, Brandt became Adolf Hitler's escort physician, and together with his wife, Anni Rehborn, they belonged to Hitler's inner circle at Berghof, which was Adolf Hitler's vacation residence in the Bavarian Alps from 1935 until 1945. Brandt was very successful in winning Hitler's trust, thanks to which he became the highest medical authority in Nazi Germany. In order to cleanse the Aryan race, Brandt, together with his colleagues, performed a large number of brutal abortions on pregnant women who they claimed to be genetically defective. On September 1, 1939, Adolf Hitler appointed him co-head of the T4 Euthanasia Program, granting mercy death to those who, after a most critical diagnosis on the basis of human judgment, as he named it, are considered incurable. Those incurable were physically and mentally handicapped citizens of the Third Reich and Nazi-occupied territories. They were systematically murdered, and before they were killed in gas chambers, they had often been used for deadly and inhumane medical experiments. Brandt was also a driving force behind the forced sterilization program, conducting brutal medical experiments to determine which sterilization method would be most effective in terms of mass sterilization. On the 28th of July, 1942, Hitler appointed him Commissioner of Sanitation and Health, and Brandt became even more powerful. In April 1945, shortly before the end of World War II, Brandt sent his wife and son out of Berlin toward the American lines. He did not want his family to be captured by the Soviets. When Hitler got to know about it, he ordered his execution. However, he was saved after the intervention of Heinrich Himmler and Karl Brandt. 1 month later, on May 23, 1945, he was arrested by the British forces and later tried at the Nuremberg Doctors Trial. He was charged with numerous crimes, including crimes against humanity, planning, and performing mass murders of prisoners and civilians, as well as participation in or responsibility for performing Nazi medical experiments on prisoners of war and civilians, such as sterilization, freezing, malaria, typhus, muscular regeneration, and even transplants in Germany and the occupied territories. He tried to excuse his crimes, saying that any personal code of ethics must give way to the total character of the war. However, there was no excuse for the crimes he had committed. In August 1947, a tribunal sentenced Karl Brandt and 6 other Nazi criminals, such as Karl Gebhardt and Joachim Mrgowski, to death by hanging. He offered his body for medical research. However, his offer was refused. He was 44 years old when his verdict was carried out on the 2nd of June, 1948, in Landsberg Prison. While on the gallows, some of his last words were, "This is nothing but political revenge." Even though he wanted to continue his speech, a black hood was placed over his head, and he was hanged. There were no tears shed for Karl Brandt. Thanks for watching the World History Channel, and don't miss our next videos. Click the subscribe button now for more interesting clips. Give us a like, and see you in the following episode.